Hi, this is Christina, and I wanted to make a video for Love Month. This month, we as Estonians are taking on the point of love and all its various ways of existing in this world and not existing in this world. And within the last week, I wrote a Journey to Life blog about how I had heard someone in my reality talking about how, you know, when you're with someone in a relationship and you have a partnership with someone, you're supposed to love them no matter what, no matter how they are or who they are or how they live. You're supposed to love them. They said that's because that's what you do in a relationship. And I've heard this before. I had accepted this whole idea as well within myself in my relationship, that to be in love with someone in a relationship is to accept them for who they are. And you can see this in so many different aspects, as far as, like, you know, accepting your enemy for who they are, and accepting, you know, whatever. Specifically this point of, like, accepting your partner who you're in love with for who they are, no matter how they are. That's what love is. But is that then what is best for all as love? If we were to look at this point in self-honesty as how love is currently accepted and lived in this world, to say that I love you no matter what you do or who you are, because apparently that's what love is for me to just accept whatever it is that you do, that's bullshit. Because then we have people who are accepting limitation, and we have people who are accepting abuse in this world, and we have people accepting their own and others' delusions that aren't best for all, you know. So, like, if we look at an example, say I was in a partnership with someone, in a relationship with someone, and we were in love, and I wasn't, you know, I never pushed myself to communicate and open up and talk about my experience, or, you know, to communicate anything. I just kept everything bottled up and shut, and closed down, and I didn't speak about it, and I just left it alone. And then I would take actions that came out of nowhere because I don't speak about how I experience myself, I just act. And I mean, to say then, for my partner to say, well, I know that she doesn't communicate very well, but that's just who she is, I just have to accept that and love her regardless. That's not what's best for all. I mean, a relationship, an agreement, is a commitment. It's an agreement. It's an interaction between two people, and if one person is not living up to that partnership, then that's not best for all. I mean, we can just see that this whole idea that love accepts people for who they are, that's what you're supposed to do within love, is to accept another person. But we're not considering whether those you know, parts of ourselves and the way that we're living, if that's best for all. Because why should we accept that? That's accepting limitation, and that is then why we have a world that exists the way it does, because we're just busy loving people and accepting them the way that they are, instead of pushing each other to fucking get up and change and you know, become self-directed within ourselves and how we live and become responsible. We just accept people and their limitations, and we define that's who they are. That's not how or who they are. I mean, currently what we are is just a product of our programming from our environment, from our family, from the way that we were brought up, our society, our culture. I mean, we are a product of what this world currently is, and so that's not really who we are. So to accept that another person is to accept the way that this world is, to accept, you know, limitation within ourselves, and saying that that's just the way that we are, and I love you and I accept you for your limitations that you accept within yourself, and I accept you for the way that you define yourself. And that is not best for all, because we currently exist in self-interest, and we exist as personalities, and we're all about ego and self-interest, and, you know, it's not what is best for all. And so what do? We redefine how we're currently accepting love to exist in this world. So love should not accept people within their limitations and call it love. That's not what love is. Love is to push each other and to challenge each other and to, you know, fucking, you know, expand ourselves to become more than what we currently accept ourselves to be as humanity. So yeah, I guess that's my point for this week about love, exposing how love is currently lived and how it is not actually what is best for all. So participate if you want. How do you see love in this world? How is it currently existing? How does it support the current abuse in this world and the current, limitation that we are accepting of ourselves? Place a comment, or place a video response, or check out the Redefining Love Facebook group, where we are busy sharing our processes and how we're changing ourselves to become words that represent what is actually best for all. Because currently the word love in this world is not creating or manifesting or supporting anything of substantial value that is best for all. It currently exists as a big fucking lie. And this point of love accepts whatever in another person is just a point that shows how love is not what is best for all as we currently accept it in this world. Because love would not accept another person for who they are without the consideration of, is it best for all? Is it best for that person? Is it best for me? Is it best for life? So really what we're doing is investigating who we are. What is this existence? What are we accepting and allowing? Is it best for all? How do we change it to be best for all? Because that is the only way we are ever going to create some kind of change in this world, is for us all to start investigating ourselves, investigating this world, investigating what is here. Ask questions. What the fuck is going on? How do we change? Because we have solutions. Thanks.